What's going on, Jags Nation? This video is brought to you by Chipotle, not a sponsor, but I thought I'd mention it. So the Jaguars, they announced today, I guess not the Jaguars, but the NFL announced that there will be no international games played. So no games in Mexico, England, or wherever else they tried to play NFL games at. And this is very relevant to Jaguar fans because 25% of our home games were planned on being played in London. Two games this year for the first time ever they were saying was going to be played in London. And now that there's none of that going on, now all those games are going to be in Jacksonville. Now, this was probably pretty obviously going to happen. I mean, this is one of many things that are going to come based on the latest pandemic that's been going on in the world. But now the big question is, what are home games going to be like this year? Like, is there a certain capacity they're going to be allowed? Maybe it's only like, 25% capacity, maybe like, one fan per every 6 seats. Like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Now social distancing is like 6 feet apart. Like, my thoughts are that these games might only be open to like friends or like to like family. Maybe each player gets slotted like 4 different family members that can come. Or I don't think there's gonna be fans at games at all. Like, I'll be completely honest with you. Like, at the end of the day, the big cash cow is the TV deals. The NFL makes most of its money off of like TV deals. ESPN being able to play Monday Night Football games, CBS, Fox, NBC getting their hands to the rights to all these different games. And then there comes advertising, commercials and whatnot. So like, and sponsorships, that's where most of the money comes from. Actual fan attendance, that's really not a huge part of the piece. I think it more goes to the actual team. But I mean, if I don't know the exact like numbers or anything, but honestly, if there's any year where there should be where no fans are allowed at games for the Jaguars, it is 2020. I've said this in many videos. Like, I don't think the Jaguars going to be great this year. I think that we're going to be around 6-10. I think Gardner Minshew is good enough to, have the team fall into 4, 5, 6 wins. And just the roster itself, I mean, the roster isn't completely horrible. We got some good players, and it's just my opinion that, like, that's just my opinion. And obviously winning is what brings people to games, and I don't think there's going to be a lot of winning this year. So in 2021, when fans are back at it, like, I think the Jags can actually make like a legit run. But if we are allowed at games this year, you know what I mean? Like, if one thing that we have to do as fans is, like, we have to show Shad Khan, look, we Jaguar fans will come to games. Look what we do. You know what I mean? But obviously, it's harder to come to games when a team isn't winning. And, Jags fans, I mean, I don't blame them for, not spending their hard-earned money at work to come to the games and have to watch a crap product. You know what I mean? Because, Jags fans are, these games are so much better to go to when the team's actually good. When we're getting our asses whooped by the Chargers, it's not motivating to come. So I don't know. That's just some of my thoughts, but it'll be fascinating to see what happens. I think there will be an NFL season when it's all said and done. I don't think there'll be a college football season. Just my opinion. So I hope to God we have an NFL season, because life would not be as fun without football. Thanks guys for watching. Go Jags.